I mean, when you've achieved what he's achieved, you've made that kind of money.
Obviously, it's a tragic incident. 2 people have lost their lives. It's a horrific.
Tonight, Nigerian police detained the driver of the vehicle involved in the Lagos highway smash in which 2 people were killed, and boxer Anthony Joshua was.
Boxing world stunned as Anthony Joshua announces retirement. The sport is left in shock. Fans and fighters alike are grappling with the reality that one of the era's biggest personalities and most talented heavyweights is stepping away. Joshua's decision goes beyond boxing. It's about survival, mental health, and the lasting impact of life-altering events outside the ring.
Maybe you don't want to be in boxing anymore.
Dominic Engel reminds the boxing world that life always comes first. Anthony Joshua's retirement isn't merely stepping away from the ring, it's a profound reality check after losing friends and surviving a life-altering accident. Engel stresses that fame, titles, and money mean nothing compared to human life, urging fans and fighters alike to value what truly matters beyond boxing.
It's just a sport. Boxing sport is not more important than life. It's not. It's a sport. Put it in perspective. Who cares whether he carries on boxing? That's not the thing. Human lives have been lost. You can never. That's you can't get them back. It's priceless. You can't get it back. What does boxing matter? It don't matter one bit. That's what I'm saying to you. It's like, but sometimes you get these reality.
Duke McKenzie confirms what many fans have feared. Anthony Joshua is likely preparing to retire officially. Guided by experience, wisdom, and a deep understanding of his own body, the decision appears calculated, not impulsive. AJ isn't rushing, he's choosing the right moment, proving that even champions must know when to protect themselves and their future.
I'm sure of that. And he's not a silly man. He's not. And I would envisage over the next few months, he will announce his.
Eddie Hearn underscores the physical reality behind Anthony Joshua's retirement. This isn't just a mental decision, it's about his body, his health, and the years of punishment endured in the ring. Lingering injuries and constant wear made stepping away a mature, forward-thinking choice, valuing long-term well-being over titles or glory. In boxing, talent matters, but life comes first.
His body, I mean, that, I wasn't being facetious before, but you never know the landscape of this, but more likely he's thought this is a good time to bow out or got a few niggles. And
Spencer Oliver captures why Anthony Joshua's retirement leaves such a void. It's not only the knockout power or box office appeal, it's his personality, charisma, and unwavering dedication. Joshua's influence stretches beyond the ring, inspiring fans and fighters alike. His absence will be deeply felt, a reminder that one of boxing's true characters is stepping away from the sport.
Just that he's a big personality and he sells fights so well and he's a big character, and the press conferences, the build-up to fights and what he delivers in the ring. The guy is a serious talent and he'll be missed when he's retired.
Gareth Davies highlights the personal cost behind Anthony Joshua's decision. Losing 2 close friends and team members isn't just emotional loss, it fractures his mental and spiritual support system. For AJ, retirement isn't simply leaving boxing. It's pressing pause to recover, heal, and rebuild after tragedy, proving that life outside the ring can reshape even a great fighter's path.
If he's got these guys with him as part of his team, they're close aides, close friends. He's going to have lost 2 very close friends. 2 members of his team who are part of his mental, psychological and spiritual scaffolding. He will have to recover from this in all those ways, as well as physically.
Eddie Hearn places Anthony Joshua's retirement into proper context. It's as much about mental health as physical readiness. Years of pressure, high-stakes fights, and recent trauma create a burden no title or fame can erase. AJ's journey reminds us that even champions are human, and choosing to step away is an act of courage, putting well-being above belts, money, and expectation.
His mental health problems, struggles.
Carl Frock highlights the debate surrounding Anthony Joshua's retirement. Some view it as a financial or strategic decision, while others see it as a deeply personal response to trauma and loss. After the accident, the deaths of close friends, and the mental toll, stepping away feels understandable. Whatever the reason, AJ's exit has shaken boxing, sparking debate over calculation versus heartfelt closure.
I'm not sure if it's genuine. Maybe it is, but I don't know what he's going to do now he's retired. But the fact of the matter is, he's announced his retirement. He's either trying to leverage for more money, putting himself in position, so he's got people begging for him to come out, or he's actually genuinely going to retire. Not sure what he's going to do.
Johnny Nelson brings perspective back to the boxing world. Anthony Joshua's retirement isn't about fights or fame, it's about valuing life after tragedy. Losing close friends and surviving a serious accident forces a hard reality check. Nelson reminds us that titles, rivalries, and money all fade, but life does not. Human lives will always matter more than any victory inside the ring.
It's just sad. It just makes you realise how valuable life is and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs and, these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing a life. So it was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these two men who were somebody's child, someone's brother. And that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost it.
John Fury's words capture the relief and gratitude felt throughout the boxing world. Anthony Joshua surviving such a terrifying accident matters far more than any title or rivalry. Fury's message is a celebration of life itself, reminding everyone that health and safety must always come before competition. It humanizes AJ beyond championship status and explains why stepping away from boxing may be the wisest choice right now.
You're one lucky lad. God bless you, I'm glad you're alive again. Shocked me, that's terrible. Anyway, good luck everybody and try and enjoy the new year.
Pain Game exposes the harsh physical reality behind Anthony Joshua's retirement. Surviving a serious accident leaves permanent marks, even on a fighter built for punishment. AJ's recovery goes beyond the body, it's mental and emotional. This isn't weakness. It's survival. Choosing health and healing after a life-altering moment is strength, not surrender.
Such a severe car accident there. Like, all right, he's lucky enough to still be alive, but fuck me, his body must be going through a lot right there. This is not a man who winces in pain easily, right? He gets punched for a living. And obviously, like, you're supposed to take people out of car accidents like that with great care because you don't want to...
In fact, some very interesting and germane points you make there in this moment, Raheem, that I think... what I've noticed, that obviously there were a kind of panoply of opinions about him fighting Jake Paul to take it back a week and a half. I was critical of that fight being signed, first of all, because I worried about the dangers for Jake Paul. He got his jaw broken at the end of the day, and kind of used the scars as a flag in his new moon, delusionally optimistic in his words, as he is about these things. So Anthony Joshua went to America a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, played the role which he needed to play, was very classy.
Eddie Hearn's words have pulled back the curtain on a side of Anthony Joshua's life that rarely gets attention, the human side, far removed from belts, money, and global fame. In the wake of such a devastating accident, the priorities in AJ's world have fundamentally changed. This is no longer about championship timelines, comeback fights, or legacy debates. This is about survival, recovery, and protecting the people who matter most. Hearn made it clear that following an incident of this magnitude, the responsibility falls heavily on Joshua's inner circle. The team and family must step up, ensuring he receives not only the best medical care available but also the emotional support required after a near-death experience. When someone faces trauma of this level, especially while losing close friends in the same event, the healing process goes far beyond physical injuries. This moment demands compassion, stability, and presence. There's a reality that often gets overlooked when it comes to global superstars. When someone reaches AJ's level, much of daily life is handled for them. Schedules, logistics, obligations, everything is managed. But moments like this force a shift. Suddenly, it's about stepping into protector mode. Making sure the family feels safe. Making sure emotions are acknowledged. Making sure nothing is taken for granted. Hearn's message was clear: no belt, no paycheck, no fight matters more than health, safety, and human life. This tragedy has exposed something boxing fans don't always want to confront: elite athletes are just as vulnerable as anyone else. Joshua, a symbol of strength and discipline, is now navigating one of the most fragile moments of his life. The loss of two close friends and team members has left scars that won't simply fade with time. This is not just an injury comeback story. This is grief, shock, and rebuilding from the ground up. Veteran boxing journalist Gareth Davies offered critical insight into Joshua's mindset during this chaotic period, especially surrounding the controversy of his recent fights. Davies emphasized that despite public pressure, criticism, and non-stop debate, AJ's decisions have remained calculated and measured. Nothing Joshua does is reckless. Every move is strategic, even when the noise outside grows overwhelming. The Jake Paul fight, in particular, ignited intense discussion. Davies admitted he was initially critical of the bout, not out of disrespect, but genuine concern, especially for the physical risks involved. That concern proved justified when Paul suffered a broken jaw, underscoring just how dangerous boxing is at this level, regardless of names or hype. This wasn't entertainment without consequence. It was real damage, real danger. Yet through all of this, Anthony Joshua maintained composure, professionalism, and class. He fulfilled obligations abroad, handled public appearances with restraint, and never allowed chaos to dictate his behavior. Even amid controversy, he prioritized safety, long-term career strategy, and responsibility to his team. This duality, global star and private individual, defines AJ's journey. He's constantly balancing perception with reality, ambition with health, and expectations with discipline. Alexander Usyk's reaction further highlighted the depth of this tragedy. His words shifted the focus away from boxing narratives and onto the personal loss at the center of it all. Joshua didn't just survive a serious accident, he lost two people who were more than team members. They were friends, family, part of his daily life. Usyk's condolences reflected the solidarity within the boxing world. Rivalries dissolve in moments like these. Titles don't matter. Records don't matter. What matters is humanity. His message acknowledged the emotional and spiritual toll this loss will take on Joshua, reminding fans that recovery isn't just about the body, it's about the soul. This is an unbelievable loss, Usyk said. Two incredible people who were not only part of AJ's team, but friends. My sincere condolences to their families and loved ones. Anthony Joshua, I wish you a speedy recovery. Stay strong. Ryan Garcia echoed similar sentiments. As a fellow fighter, Garcia understands how quickly life can change, how fragile even the strongest bodies are. His reaction showed how deeply this incident resonated across the sport. Boxing is built on toughness, but moments like this remind everyone that toughness doesn't make you immune to tragedy. The shockwaves from Joshua's accident rippled through the entire boxing community. Fighters, analysts, and fans alike were forced to confront a sobering reality: this sport exists on the edge of risk, and life outside the ring can be just as unforgiving. Empathy replaced rivalry. Concern replaced debate. Media outlets like Showbiz The Adult approached the situation with caution, emphasizing the uncertainty surrounding the crash while acknowledging its seriousness. Reports confirmed that Joshua's SUV struck a stationary truck in Nigeria, a life-altering moment that instantly shifted the narrative from boxing headlines to human survival. Prayers poured in from around the world. Not because AJ is a champion, but because he's a person who came dangerously close to losing everything. The physical injuries are only part of the story. The emotional weight, the grief, the shock, the trauma, will take time to process. This incident reminds us all that beyond the lights, the cameras, and the noise, champions are human. Titles can be reclaimed. Careers can be rebuilt. Lives cannot. Right now, recovery, remembrance, and mental resilience matter more than any future bout. Anthony Joshua's rumored retirement and the circumstances surrounding this accident have left the boxing world in disbelief. Whether he ever returns to the ring is secondary. What matters is that he heals, physically, mentally, and emotionally. That he honors the friends he lost. That he finds peace beyond the ropes. An era may be changing. Or perhaps it's simply pausing. Either way, this moment has redefined what legacy truly means. So now we ask, not as fans craving fights, but as people watching another human navigate tragedy, what should Anthony Joshua's next move be? Should he ever return to boxing, or is this the natural end of a remarkable chapter? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Share this video to honor AJ's journey, his resilience, and the lives lost. Because in moments like this, boxing fades, and humanity takes center stage.